Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge isupport nothando nesikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla.
Yabona mawufuna ama-clown hamba lapha enganeni zikaThamba, clowns of note. Yeah, clowns of note. How can their own president say bona abakwazi ukurana umasipala? Can he run the country? Jobe gxeka abanye ukuthi abakwazi ukurana umasipala. Esha amakhansela abo. Hey madoda. Oh, kuthiwa amakhansela akwazi ukurana umasipala better our Democratic Alliance. Asazi-ke ingane zakwethu, you will be the judge. Putting everything aside, Tina, we don't want to get involved. We are saying uti president of the ANC uthi omasipala barana kangcono abarana i-Democratic Alliance. Uthini kuba vote abayovota ngonyaka ozayo? Sithule sibhekile silalele. Kazi agent into enjani kodwa sithule silalele.
Udaba engifisa silibheke kule video udaba oluthinta Operation Dudula. Ya ngifisa sike sithi kulixoxa kancane udaba oluthinta Operation Dudula. Kodwa ngithe ngaphambi bangene kulolu daba lolo asiqale kunanto udaba olukhulunywe upresident weCountry Zolo mayitshela amakhansela eANC ukuthi amakhansela enza kangcono noma siphala benza kangcono ngabe DA. So ngifisa ukuthi ngikucaphunele enye video la. Emveni kwaleyo video sobe sesingena odabeni lweDudula ngoba kunexathi elikhulu elithathwe uVuyo Zungula. Lebaluleke kakhulu lelixathi elithathwe uVuyo Zungula. Ngakho ke ingakho ngithe angithathe leli thuba ngenze le video ukuze wazi kwenzakalani. Ngicela ke ubone la.
Residents of KwaDukuza, my name is Privy Makan. I'm the caucus leader of the Democratic Alliance. I'm with my colleagues Councillor Naresh Singh and Councillor Ayabonga Zwane. They sit on the Portfolio Committee for Infrastructure in KwaDukuza. We are here today in Ward 2 KwaDukuza at the Hewlett Bridge project. This project was handed over in February 2023 and it was damaged during the April 2022 floods. After a cost of 32 million rand, as you can see, the project is still incomplete. Two communities are disconnected and there appears to be no intention from the Civil Engineering Business Unit to have effective oversight and to ensure that this project is completed. They have awarded multiple projects in KwaDukuza to questionable contractors who clearly do not have the financial muscle or are just wholly compromised, who are unable to complete this project and multiple other projects. As the DA, in the coming weeks, including what we've done over the years to highlight the failure and the sham of disaster-funded projects, we are going to be casting a massive spotlight on what is complete incompetence from the Civil Engineering Business Unit and the compromised contractors and a huge political patronage network. Thank you.
Wathi Mcebo Dlamini, you can't defend the ANC and not look stupid. Awukwazi ukuvela ANC ungabukeki njengesiphukuphuku. Awukwazi. Angeke ungitshela kuthiwa kuspendwe 34 million kodwa ibridge lela lisamila lakhiwe. Futhi into eyenza lokho ukuthi akuzukuboshwa umuntu. There is no consequences. There is no consequence management. Yingakho benza noma yini abafuna ukuyenza noma ngasikhathi sini. Ungayidefenda kanjani ANC makunje? Ungathini ngempela ke mangathiwa uyayidefenda ke kuthiwa awuke ube umkhulumeli weANC ukukhulumela nje ANC uzama ukuthi cha iyasukelwe iANC. Ungathini after sekukhishwe 34 million umsebenzi awuphelanga kodwa imali ayikho? Kuthiwani? Ungathini vele? Ngicela uzwe la.
Good morning again to the residents of KwaDukuza. It's Privy here again, and now we are in Nanoti. So this is the Nanoti Beach Road project, supposed to be a multi-year MIG-funded project. I'm with my colleagues, Councillor Naresh Singh and Councillor Ayabonga Zwane. The purpose of this video, community, is to highlight the difference in how projects unfold. So this project was implemented by the Community Services Department. Beautiful, on time, and value for money. And then we now move over to the road project. So this is the compromised Nanoti Beach Road project. MIG funded, implemented under the Civil Engineering Business Unit. And there is currently not even a contractor on site. So basically the contractor has abandoned the project, 8.9 million taken back by National Treasury, and this is how the Civil Engineering Business Unit delivers services to the people of KwaDukuza.
Ngiyabazwela abantu bakaDukuza. Ngiyabadabukela abantu bakaDukuza. Na iproject iqaliwe kwadliwa imali kwasuka lapho kwathathwa 9 million wabuyiselwa ku-National Treasure. Kungcono kube kusetshenzwe kwabonakala ukuthi cha kusetshenzwe imali ibuyele emuva ngoba umsebenzi wenziwe. Taba yenzile bakhele sasiqeshana sendawo babiya ngapha baqeda bayilutha yonke lenye imali base bethatha 9 million bewubuyisela ku-National Treasury. Project le ekuthiwa yakhelwa intuthuko kwenzela abantu bakwaDukuza. Kukhona abantu abebethembe ukuthi bazothola imisebenzi maqala kwakhiwa ukuze iphele iproject. Kukhona abantu abebazi ukuthi bazosebenza khona laphaya ngoba phela njoba bekuzobe kuyilela office bezoqasha abantu khona bezoba receptionist depend ukuthi bafuna ukwenza. Kodwa konke lokhu kwenziwa uhulumeni wakho lo mvotele. Abantu bakaDukuza ibona abakhetha lo hulumeni owenze kanje endaweni yabo.
Mase kuthiwa siyabasukela. Masiqala nje sikhuluma ukuthi siyabasukela. Their own national chairperson Gwede Mantashe bathi umqwathi uthi capacity dololo. Uthi nje okuyikhansela likaKhongolose kuna capacity. Asazi ke basuke bebhavumula bethini ngoba kuyayibonakalela komasipala ababaranayo hambe eJohannesburg nithi bani nangu Moremo ntenjalo tata Morero capacity dololo lapha ekuruleni nangu uDr Xhakazi capacity dololo angiphathi ke Eastern Cape Limpopo koni Buphirima Northern Cape KZN sikhuluma amakhansela la wonke lawa kaKhongolose ekusho usihlalo wabo kazwelonke wathi capacity dololo. Msanike ukukhala nibheke thina nina abantu abangena capacity.
Kubo bonke abantu abathanda i-ANC ngiyafisa kuvele kubo ukuthi asidi campaign i-ANC. Kodwa i-ANC yona ngokwayo isidi campaignile. La makhansela okukhulunywa ngawo ngabe siyawadefenda sithi ayasukelwa. Awasukelwa ngoba kwawena nje ilunga lomphakathi uyawazi ukuthi amakhansela ka-ANC useless nje. Endaweni yakini noma kuthiwa ninakhansela kuyefana kunokuthi nibe nekhansela le-ANC. Ngcono ningabi nalo ngoba vele nizobe ningenalo ikhansela uma ninekhansela lika-ANC. Ingakho ngikucaphunela lama video. Futhi ke ushilo president we-ANC waphinde washo uGwede Mantashe wathi abana capacity. So uma ngase kuthiwa thina sayidi campaign ngabe niqonda ukungisukela ngabe nifuna ukungizwa ngikhuluma nizwe ukuthi ngizothini kanti kusho abaphathi yabona abantu mase bezibona bona kusho abaphathi abaphethe i-ANC kusho abantu okuyibona bona ufuna abakholelwe ku-ANC ngoba kunoma yini oyenza ufuna ukholelwe kuyo wena kuqala ngaphambi ufuna omunye umuntu akholelwe kuyo. Uma kusho abantu abaphethe bengasakholelwa ku-ANC abaphethe bese wena utshethi thina njengomphakathi thina sihlezi sisoba. Mina ngihlezi ngisoba 365 days angeke ngize ngidideke. Angingene ke udabeni lwe-Operation Dudula. Ngesonto i-DA ikhipha ipost la beyithi khona icela uMinister uFiroz Khatshala ukuthi akavikele ibhedlela namaklinikhi from i-Operation Dudula ngokuthi akhipha amaphoyisa ayobopha abantu be-Operation Dudula ngoba bavimba amalungu omphakathi ukuthi ama-illegal immigrants ngoba bavimba wonke umuntu osemphakathini bavimba ama-illegal immigrants ukuthi angangeni ey'bhedlela zikahulumeni. Ngithe ngisayifunda lento ngase ngiyacabanga ukuthi hayibo kunama-gangs kunokubulawana okubuhlungu kabi abantu bayabulalana eCape Flats. Hayi kancane kuyabulawana ngempela. I-DA ayikaze nangolulodwa usuku ithi uminista akakhipha amaphoyisa ukuze kuyoliwa nalesa sihlava, kodwa bakhathazeke ngabantu abavimba ama-illegal immigrants. Hayi, angazi mina kwenzakalani, kodwa sengiyayibona into eshuwo uFidel Adams mayethi i-DA ayinendaba ney'mpilo zamakhaladi. Impilo zabantu abangamakhaladi azisho lutho kwi-DA. UHerman Mashaba yena uphendule kanjena-ke wathi i-DA ifanele ngabe ibiza uMinister wakwa-Home Affairs ukuthi akadile nama-illegal immigrants a-abuser ama-resources we-state lawo akhandelwa ukuthi aseve abantu abaphuwa base-South Africa. Instead kuvela ama-true colours wabo ukuthi babiza amaphoyisa ukuthi awalwe nama-victim kuvikeleka ama-illegal immigrants. Isethi know your DA, yazi i-DA yakho oyithandayo. uVuyo Zungula we-ATM ubhale nansi iletha ebhalela i-South African Human Rights Commission, ebhalela usihlalo wakhona. Uyibhale ngomhla ka-15 September 2025. Isihloko sithi Demand for Accountability, Failure to Uphold the Rights of and Dignity of South Africans. Dear Chairperson, I write to express grave concern regarding the recent actions of the South African Human Rights Commission, which in my view represent a fundamental betrayal of your constitutional mandate and direct assault on the interest of South African citizens. The South African Human Rights Services was established in terms of Section 184 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, 1996. Its mandate is threefold: to promote respect for human rights and a culture of human rights, to promote the protection, development, and attainment of human rights, and to monitor and assess the observance of human rights in the Republic. Section 181 of the Constitution provides that all instructions supporting constitutional democracy are independent, subject only to the Constitution and the law, and must be impartial and exercise their power and functions without fear, favor, or prejudice. The Human Rights Commission Act 54 of 1994 further empowers the SAHRC to investigate and report on alleged violations of human rights, to ensure appropriate redress where rights have been violated, to carry out research and to educate the public on human rights issues. These provisions impose a solemn duty on the Commission itself to act faithfully, lawfully, and in the best interest of the people of South Africa. The Bill of Rights underscores this duty. In Section 7.2, oblige the state and its institution to respect, protect, promote, and fulfill the rights in the Bill of Rights. Section 9 guarantees equality before the law, equal protection, and benefits of the law. Section 10 affirms the inherent dignity of everyone, which must be respected and protected. Section 11 and 12 guarantee the right to life and to freedom and security of the person. By neglecting to act decisively in cases such as death of children from poisoned food in illegal spaza shops, the discriminatory treatment of patrons in the Zanzu incident, and the broader crisis of hijacked buildings and illegal settlement, the South African Human Rights Commission has failed to uphold these constitutional guarantees. The Promotion of Equality and Prevent of Unfair Discrimination Act 4 of 2000 gives further legislative effect to Section 9 of the Constitution, mandating constitutional institutions, including the South African Human Rights Commission, to assist in eradicating discrimination and advancing equality. Yet, through silence and selective interventions, the Commission has undermined the very equality and protection it is legally bound to advance. Instead of upholding this noble mandate, the Commission has increasingly distorted its role, functioning as a shield for criminality, foreign exploitation, and lawlessness by condemning efforts to reclaim hijacked buildings and dismantle illegal settlement. The SAHRC has demonstrated loyalties that appear misaligned with the needs of vulnerable South Africans. This stance undermines the rule of law and destabilizes communities, opposing legitimate interventions aimed at restoring order and dignity. And South African children died from poisonous food sold in illegal spaza shop operated by foreign nationals. The Commission was conspicuously absent, yet it has been quick to act when foreign nationals faced accountability. Similarly, despite existence media coverage and formal submissions regarding the Zanzu incidents, where South African patrons were tortured, the Commission remained silent, abdicating its constitutional duty. Of further concern is the composition of the SAHRC's senior management. Key positions, such as the head of research, have been occupied by foreign nationals. This raises critical questions about scarce skills justifications and the absence of meaningful skill transfer. Such arrangement, now seemingly permanent, erode the spirit of transformation and risk bias that disadvantages South Africans. Section 181(3) of the Constitution obliges all organs of state to assist and protect institutions supporting constitutional democracy to ensure their independence, impartiality, dignity, and effectiveness. That imperative applies equally to the Commission's own internal governance and conduct. It is therefore evident that the South African Human Rights Commission, in its current posture, has failed to uphold the principles enriched in Chapter 9 of the Constitution. Your conduct undermines accountability, the rule of law, the Equality Clause, the provisions of PEPUDA, and the protection of the Bill of Rights. Chairperson, this cannot be allowed to fester any longer. I therefore call on the South African Human Rights Commission itself to take immediate, concrete steps to 1. Investigate and remedy its consistent dereliction of duty and betrayal of the constitutional and legislative mandate entrusted to it. 2. Address its chronic silence and selective interventions that appear to shield illegality while abandoning South Africans to exploitations and abuse. 3. Review the compositions of its senior management and implement a transparent plan to ensure genuine South African representation and accountability. 4. Present to the public within clear timelines a binding program of actions to recenter its mandate on the protections of the rights and dignity of South Africans as required by the Constitution and the law. Anything less than full, uncompromising revoking will further erode public trust in this critical institution. South Africans deserve answers, accountability, and immediate corrective actions. I trust you will treat this matter with the urgency it demands, and I look forward to your detailed response. I therefore urge your office to urgently investigate this matter, engage the relevant professional counsels, and provide clear guidance on how this oversight can be rectified. My office remains available to facilitate direct engagement between your department and the affected graduates should it be necessary. I trust you will give this matter your immediate and favorable attention. Yours sincerely, Wasiyasayina kuVuyo Zungula. Ave libalulekile ixhathi elithathwa uVuyo Zungula la. lokuthi uma ebona noma ezwa futhi nezikhalo zabantu ngokuziphatha nokwenza kwe-South African Human Rights Commission, bese ebona ukuthi akathatha igxathu ukuthi akababhalele, azwakalise ukungenami kwabantu, ngoba vele ulapha e-ofisini urepresenta abantu. Nansi into ebalulekile kunokuthi umuntu abangumsindo ku-social media. Futhi-ke iyangixaka lento mina ngoba mawuke wathinta ama-illegal immigrants, kukhona abantu abakhathazekayo. I-South African Human Rights Commission ingabanye ama-institutions uma kwathiwa nje kuzoliwa nama-illegal immigrants, bavela ngayo yonke indlela bethi cha, lokho abahambisani nakho akulungile. Uthe uPremier waseGauteng uPanyaza Lesufi wathi ngoba le mikhukhu engoQhibukhowe evele ibe khona nje bazongena ngo-2 ekseni, i-South African Human Rights Commission esukuma eqala yathi cha, angeke funa kuvikelwa amalungelo wabantu. Kodwa ukuthi kube kwimikhukhu ngokungekho emthethweni, nokuthi le mikhukhu occupy abantu abangesibona base-South Africa futhi abangama-illegal immigrants abangangena ngokungemthetho, iyathula. Uwabalile ama-incidents enzekile maningi, kodwa singaze singayiboni i-Human Rights Commission ikhuluma. Nawa-ke nama-political parties anjengo-DA azathi akukhishwa amaphoyisa, kodwa kuyabulalana laphaya. Alikho iplan, akushona ukuthi hayi president ikhipha noma amasosha-ke uzama ukunqanda lento eyenzeka laphaya e-Western Cape ukuze kunqande ukufa kwabantu. Abakwenzi lokho, kodwa kunalokho babona ukuthi akuliwe nalaba because ama-South African manje frustrated, abonile ukuthi ngeke akwazi ukusonga izandla, ngoba engathi asonga izandla kukho ezokwenzeka, kodwa into ezokwenzeka izwe lawo lizo-hijackwa bekhona. Yingakho sobona sekukhona odudula march and march, ngoba bazama ukuvikela izwe labo, akukho kunye abakwenzayo. Kodwa kunjalo kunama-institutions alwisana nalokho. Okwesithathu futhi ama-political party avela sathi idudula yobugebengu. Kanjani? Ngokwenzani? Ngoba ithinta ama-illegal immigrants? Asiyibambe le video, ngicela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho la ku-comment section below.